High in the halls of the kings who are gone, Jenny would dance with her ghost.
Hello everybody, this is Will from You Know Nothing. Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this one. If you're hyped for Game of Thrones Season 8, The Battle of Winterfell, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe to my channel for more epic Game of Thrones videos. But this one is about the song that Podrick Payne sang in episode 2. It was beautiful, and let's get into the theory that goes behind it. So in Season 8, Episode 2, Daniel Portman, aka Podrick Payne, sang a fabulous rendition of Jenny's song, or Jenny of Oldstones, which was used in the background of a little montage showing how each character deals with their potential final night alive. It really was a beautiful moment. However, there are some, including myself, who are saying that the song has more of a hidden meaning to do with a prophecy. The prophecy of Azor Ahai. So the song is Jenny's song. It's about a character called Jenny of Oldstones, who is briefly mentioned in the books a couple of times, and even in the TV series recently.
Brings to mind the work of Jenny of Oldstones, the charlatan who claimed descent from the children of the forest.
The Maesters of the Citadel make a quick jape about her, and she's not really included in the TV show apart from that. The books only reveal the first line of the song, and the rest of the song has been written just for the show, which is pretty cool. So Jenny of Oldstones is said to have been a strange and lovely girl who wore flowers in her hair. Local villagers considered the wild Jenny a half-mad peasant, with some calling her a witch. However, she still became popular with the small folk throughout the Seven Kingdoms. Duncan Targaryen, who is the Mad King's uncle and the Prince of Dragonstone at the time, met Jenny and fell in love. The prince loved Jenny so much that he married her against the wishes of his father, King Aegon V, which meant that he ultimately relinquished his rights to the Iron Throne for her. Apparently, Jenny was really good friends with a woods witch, who she considered one of the children of the forest. The witch, who Jenny brought with her to court when she was with Prince Duncan, prophesied that the prince that was promised would be born from the line of Prince Aerys and Princess Rhaella Targaryen, which is, coincidentally, the line that both Daenerys and Jon Snow have been born into. Aerys being the Mad King who is Daenerys' father and Jon Snow's grandfather. So Rhaegar Targaryen, who we now know is Jon's father and Dany's brother, was huge on prophecies and always thought that he was the prince who was promised, and if it wasn't him, it would definitely be one of his children. Jenny's song is supposedly about the tragedy of Summerhall, where King Aegon and Prince Duncan, and likely Jenny of Oldstones, were killed in a blaze. However, this also happened to be the same exact time as Rhaegar was born. So there are also lots of theories that state that Rhaegar was actually the one who wrote this song. We know that he was a big musician and a singer too, with lots of callbacks to characters in the show saying that he had a lovely voice. Dany even reminds us of this in the scene immediately after Pod sings the song.
My brother Rhaegar. Everyone told me he was decent and kind. He liked to sing.
This is the scene where Jon tells Dany the truth about his parents, and it's all too well timed for it to not mean anything. Also, in a side note, so King Aegon and Duncan are the two main characters in a side book that George R.R. Martin released called The Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which, again, coincidentally, is the same name as this episode of the TV show. They could have picked any song in the world of Ice and Fire for Podrick to sing, and they picked this one. Surely that was for a reason. The love of Jenny and Duncan kind of parallel the love of Jon and Daenerys. Perhaps Jon will relinquish his right to the Iron Throne to be with Dany, or even the other way round, even though that one's a little bit less likely. The prophecy of Azor Ahai says that the prince who was promised will plunge their sword into their love, creating Lightbringer, the sword to end darkness and to defeat the others. I don't personally think that both Jon and Dany will make it to the very end. I think one of them will die. So perhaps one of them may have to sacrifice the other. Everything is pointing to Jon Snow being the prince who was promised at this moment in time. And I think that Jenny's song, the one that Podrick sang so beautifully, may have all but confirmed that, teasing Jon Snow's ending in a beautiful and subtle way, showing that the writers have certainly not forgotten the prophecies and book readers' Easter eggs, even if they don't end up directly addressing them in the show. But there we have it, boys and girls. Do you think that Jon Snow is the prince who was promised? What's going to happen in the Battle of Winterfell? Do you think Dany or Jon will survive? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll probably be doing another video before that episode comes out about possibly the crypts of Winterfell or who I think is going to die, something like that. But if you've got any other ideas, let me know in the comments. As always, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more Game of Thrones videos, and I'll see you all on my next one.